Hello, everyone. This is Defense Politics Asia, and the European concept of democracy and freedom and liberty is very bizarre. It is not the way how at least me in Asia understood it. No, despite that, this is a pretty much a European, Western concept that is then propagated around the world, and somehow the Europeans are really making me dumbfounded about how it's supposed to be understood. Like I just did a report on Romania yesterday, where the elections in Romania, the presidential election, is defeated by the TikTok, simply because one candidate uses TikTok and then they just flip the table. So now we have another news. So now the German politicians criticizes Elon Musk for backing the German so-called far right AfD, which is basically an opposition party, and but they like to label it far right so that they can associate it with the Nazis, because Nazism is essentially far right or extreme right. So and this is, I fact checked this and this is real. So Naomi Saib actually posted something, and then Elon Musk retweeted saying that only AfD can save Germany, and this triggered the German political elites. So of course, when he tweeted that, the Alice Wider, the chancellor for the co-leader of AfD, responded saying, "You are perfectly right." So then he said that you have to look into the interview, her interview with Trump, and how socialist Merkel ruined Germany. Although I do remember that Germany under Merkel is actually pretty powerful. Like they are the most powerful force in the European Union, and how Soviet European Union, which is actually European Union, destroyed country's economic backbone and malfunctioning Germany, which is actually somewhat true, because European Union is so gamed by Germany to the point where everybody just suffers, and Germany have all the money, and then Germany have to loan the money to these all the other European countries, and then have this negative, toxic loop, making Germany something like a mini United States within European Union. So so the AfD is the rising opposition party. They are getting more and more powerful. They run on the, if I'm not wrong, one of the main pillars is they are against overwhelming immigration into Germany. So that is one of the main thing, and I believe that's what Elon Musk supports. So, but then the Olaf Scholz, the chancellor, say that the freedom of expression also applies to multi-billionaire. That it also means that you're allowed to say things that is incorrect and ungood political advice, saying that the Elon Musk asking people to support AfD is not good advice. So they say that this they say Elon Musk doing this is a direct interference into German politics, and they say that changes can only be made by those who govern, and AfD will not govern. No other parties will form a government with them. Although this is a bit early to say, who knows, AfD one day will become a majority. But anyway, they are just very pissed off. They say that they say AfD is bought by the billionaires, and then by fascists, and then by Putin, and then now by a multi-billionaire Elon Musk turned right-wing extremist. Like the amount of salt is nuts. So then Elon Musk was surprised. Why is there such a negative reaction to AfD? They say that they keep saying it far right, but the policy of AfD that he read doesn't sound extremist. Maybe he's missing something, and this is exactly my feelings as well about AfD, because when I read about my limited reading about AfD, the things that they propose or going for, there's nothing far right about it. It's pretty common sense, sensible stuff, and I don't really see the far rightness in it. Like maybe earlier in their history, maybe they are far right. I don't know, but no, to today's age, like the things that I read, it doesn't sound far right to me. So it's super weird. And so AfD is so extreme it was kicked out of the far right grouping in the European Parliament last month. So that is interesting because far right grouping kicking out AfD doesn't mean that AfD is extreme far right. It could just mean that they are not far right, so they got kicked out by the far right grouping. That's also a possibility. So so Elon Musk actually posted something, and Elon Musk actually endorsed it. So let's look at what Elon Musk talking about. And basically, the magazine, Der Spiegel, Der Spiegel, I don't not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. Der Spiegel. Maybe that's the German accent. I don't know. So they criticize Elon Musk for expressing support for the German AfD, which then is an interference in the federal election campaign. But then they themselves have posted this cover pointing Trump cutting off the Statue of Liberty's head, which is also a direct interference into US politics, which they don't seem to understand. And I think this kind of a hypocrisy, in the European concept of free speech and democracy, where the establishment can say something that they want and then the rest cannot. Same thing in Romania. Someone use TikTok and then they become very popular, and their message is more well received, perhaps, and then it was used as a weapon to destroy the election, literally destroy a democratic process. Unprecedented. How can that be possible? How can that be democratic? So something is really broken right now in Europe, and this is not just in Romania, not just in Germany. I believe in United Kingdom it's the same, in many other countries. France, of course, have its own turmoil, but it's its own thing. So I mean, this is just horrible. I mean, this is direct election interference. But for me, the reality is that anyone can comment on anything. The ultimately it is the constituents, the people who have the rights to vote, get to choose, and they can read any amount of sources to decide where they want to stand. It doesn't matter how other countries want to interfere through information, as long as they are not able to interfere in the actual voting, in terms of stuffing votes, committing fraud, election fraud. As long as it is purely informational, and they're trying to take a side, yeah, I think it's free for all. I mean, to me, that's how it works. I'm quite sure it's very super irritating, but we can see that in US politics, that's exactly what it is. The whole world chimes in on US politics. So why Germany is so special that no one can comment on it? So I'm not sure. Maybe now I'm going to be banned from Germany. No. So no, this is a very interesting meme, which I think this basically spells out what the hell this Germany is currently right now. They are super afraid of democracy and freedom. So anyway, thank you for watching. So just a quick update, a quick news update. So let me know if you are interested for me to continue in this kind of format. Very chill, very easy to understand. Don't have overly too many sources. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe. This is the DPA news channel. This is a separate channel from the main channel, so hopefully you will continue to support. This allows me to post more content over the long run, which allows me to spread the eggs into many baskets. So thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next update.